Hello, my name is Michelle Christine, and this is Stand-Up Diaries Entry 2. So the first entry, I kind of gave you a little bit of a background about myself and kind of why I got into stand-up comedy. And now I'll kind of say how I really entered the world of stand-up comedy. So I did my one show that was kind of booked for me through Second City in that course, but now I had to figure out on my own, like, where do I go next? And I'd heard that Yuck Yucks, it's a big comedy chain here in Canada, had an amateur night at their downtown location, as they do in many locations. And so I would email in once a week, and after about 8 weeks, I got the nod that I was going to be on that night. So I was very excited and a little bit nervous, and so I stayed for the entire show. And there was one guy on that show that was head and above the rest of the pack. And here's where being a girl has its advantages, right? Because I don't think I give off a murderous vibe, a scary vibe. So I went up to this guy and I said, his name was Andrew Barr, and I said, "Can I give you a ride home?" And he said, "Sure." And as we were driving, I just remember asking him a million questions. I was like, "How old are you? How often do you do comedy? How many sets have you done?" And he was only about 20 years old, and he'd done over 500 sets, and he went out about 7 to 10 times a week. And I realized, oh, okay, well, if I want to be as good as this guy, that's what I need to do. It was really that simple. And he also told me about this thing called the Toronto Stand-Up Community, which is a Facebook group on the internet, and that is a document of all the open mics that exist in the city, which was a godsend. And that was basically how I figured out about all the rooms in the city, and that's when I started to really hustle. So yeah, this has been episode 2, to be continued.